Hello everybody, welcome back to my YouTube channel again today. So now this is personally my number one favorite dive bomber of the world. This I always had said is called the hero of the Battle of Midway. This is one of the most famous ones. This is called the Dauntless SBD Dauntless. It's one of the most famous aircraft of the entire Pacific War. That it was nicknamed sometimes slow but deadly. So this actually made its first kill not during the Battle of Midway, by the way. This was actually days after the attack on Pearl Harbor. I think it was on December 10, 1941, when the pilot, whose name was Clarence Early Dickinson, was the one who actually sunk a Japanese submarine. But as I said, the famous mission of the SBD was during the Battle of Midway. The fact that the pilots from the U.S. Enterprise managed to sunk 4 Japanese carriers in one single mission, and all 4 of them were the ones that were involved during the Pearl Harbor attack in 1941. So it was kind of like the first step of America turning the tide of the war. So but after that, it kept staying in service for pretty much almost the whole entire World War II. So, like, it was there during the Battle of Guadalcanal campaign, alongside with the Cactus Air Force. It was with them as well. Then it was actually there during when the aircraft carriers started getting new aircraft, including like F-6F Hellcats, the new torpedo bomber, which is the Grumman TBF Avenger. So we still use the aging SBDs, but they still managed to be used in good effect, like during the truck raid, and the last combat story of the SBD actually occurred during the Battle of the Philippine Sea, when of course they did long range missions. When they did the long range mission from aircraft carriers like all the way to the Japanese fleet, until they were able to, some of them landed back safely to the carriers in the middle of the dark. But by the time that battle ended, they officially retired these aircraft to be replaced by the brand new Curtiss Helldiver, or SB-2C Helldiver, which was going to be the brand new modern dive bomber, which was very famous for sinking the 2 bigger super battleships, the Musashi and Yamato. So after that, it was also, and the fun fact is, because even though it's not usually talked about sometimes, but it was also used in Europe for 2 occasions. This was when they take off from the USS Ranger during the Operation Torch, which was the Allied invasion of North Africa. They would use to target enemy stuff there for the invasion of Africa. So after that, but then during that time too, we also had the Free French Air Force. The Free French Air Force as well had purchased some of these SBDs. The one that was led by Charles de Gaulle. He's the one who purchased these SBDs during those occasions in the European battle. So after the war ended, I think most of the SBDs were mostly phased out of service by then. But now you can see them everywhere at air shows too, or even on display. Like, I saw an SBD actually last Saturday at the air show, in the World War II weekend air show. It was really nice, even hearing the engine. But alrighty guys, I gotta do one last video of the weekend. Stay tuned.